is complaining she's interfering with a court order not to stand in the way of licensing same-sex marriages, maybe invalidating them. I'm Michael Toscano. A bill stripping government funding for Planned Parenthood is headed to the Senate after passage by Republicans in the House, but GOP congressional leaders are trying to head off a government shutdown over the issue. The government will start running out of money at the end of the month if Planned Parenthood derails a budget bill. Democratic Party Chair Representative Debbie Wasserman Schultz hitting the GOP today on shutdowns.
Last time it cost our economy $24 billion. Who knows how much worse it'll be this time if they do it again.
Pope Francis starting his visit to Cuba this afternoon, and Patrick Oppman reports from Havana he'll have a special guest at his open-air masses.
During 3 different masses, he will be next to Cuban President Raul Castro. That's something that's never happened, that a Cuban president attended so many papal masses, and it's certainly a sign of both respect and friendship that Raul Castro says he feels towards this Pope.
Japan causing one of the greatest upsets in rugby world history by beating 2-time champion South Africa 34-32 in the opening Pool B match today. I'm Michael Toscano.
Imagine a store that lets you get the things you wanted, how you wanted. Don't want to use your credit? Don't. Don't have credit? Don't worry. Want to set up a payment plan around your paydates so you're never short on cash? It's up to you. Imagine payments that fit your budget, your schedule, your life. That's Rent-A-Center. Imagine that. No credit needed. Flexible payment plans scheduled around your needs. Imagine new possibilities at Rent-A-Center. Rental purchase transaction. See store for details.
Call Quicken Loans now at 800-QUICKEN to see if you qualify for the government's Home Affordable Refinance Program, or HARP. And for 5 years in a row now, J.D. Power has ranked Quicken Loans highest in the nation in customer satisfaction. And for the 2nd year in a row, they've also ranked us highest in mortgage servicing. Call 800-QUICKEN or visit QuickenLoans.com.
Visit jdpower.com for award information. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLSConsumerAccess.org. Number 3030.
Arg, matey. When it's time for lunch, when it's time for dinner, when the show's over, when the day's over, when it's time to chill, where do we go? Over to Naughty Nancy's Food Shack and Crow's Nest Pub. It's literally in our backyard, right in back of the WTAN studios at 700 Eldridge Street, just north of downtown Clearwater. Just look for the broadcast tower. Nancy's food and atmosphere get rave reviews. The laid-back patio is a great place to hang out, dine, and listen to live music at night. And Nancy's one of the friendliest proprietors in town. And now, Nancy is serving Sunday Jazz Brunch from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Brunch served with Eggs Benedict, crepes, waffles, lox and bagels, shrimp, oysters, and a build-your-own omelet. That's all at Naughty Nancy's Food Shack and Crow's Nest Pub, 700 Eldridge Street in Clearwater. That's right where Eldridge crosses the Pinellas Trail between Myrtle and Fort Harrison. Call 446-3717. 446-3717. You're listening to the Tan Talk Radio Network.
Have you been struggling with family conflict, depression, or trauma? Has something been keeping you up at night, causing excessive stress and worry? Tune in to Moments of Clarity every Wednesday night at 8. After over 10 years as a psychotherapist, I realize how important it is to take the stigma out of seeking professional help. So tune in Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. The call to me can be a great first step. It may just be exactly what you need to hear.
Tune into the newest sports talk show in the Tampa Bay area, The Sports Web, with your hosts Peter Blake, Sean the Sports Don, Angie Fox, and PJ Whitaker. A sports talk show for the fans. What separates The Sports Web from every other show is that we care about what you have to say. Bring your excitement, bring your passion, just don't bring any nonsense. Again, that's The Sports Web on Saturday afternoons from 4 to 5 on WTAN 1340 AM, the Tan Talk Radio Network.
Imus in the morning.
Son of a bitch. We have such an incompetent sales department at ABC in New York, they can't get the copy straight. Uh-oh. And we have that fat little freak over there at the radio station. And you talk about somebody who's a weirdo. Holy God. I mean, that boy leather mask time there.
Easy.
Anyway, do you think he could get things straight? Of course not. And then those two dicky dopes down there in Atlanta that own Cumulative Broadcasting, they fired everybody. Oh. So you can't get anybody to do anything. There's nobody left to do anything.
Jesus.
Holy God, you got to leave somebody to do something. So I've just had it.
Yeah. Well, take tomorrow off.
That's what I'm going to do.
All right. Excellent plan. Fair enough.
You bastards deal with it yourselves.
Catch Imus in the Morning right here on the stations of the Tan Talk Network. Don't turn it off now. You need this stuff. Tampa Bay's Tan Talk Radio Network.
Welcome to... This is amazing. I am your co-host today, Katrina Dickinson, International Mermaid, and I have my co-host here.
Arg.
This is Stephanie Sims, and she's with Gasparilla Corporations. It's awesome to have you.
Thank you.
And I'm hosting today for my good friend Dawn Reese for Hollywood Connections, and Dawn can't be with us today because she's in Key West. Mm-hmm. Wish she was here. Love her. We are actually supposed to be hearing for her to see how she's doing at Key West. We have her on the phone?
No, we don't have her yet. I thought that was her. No, but this is Hollywood Connections on WTAN 1340 AM. Welcome.
It's awesome to have everyone. I'm so excited. We have a great lineup here today. We're going to be hearing from Captain Jack Sparrow. We got Chris Lowe talking about some of the tales. We also have another pirate, Captain Bill. Stephanie here is dressed like a pirate today with her.
Well, sort of.
She wants to get in her whole pirate attire. We also have Sean Aaron, and we also have another guy, Jeff Dickinson, from Neptune Society, which is my dad. Mm-hmm. So I'm excited today.
Awesome.
Are you excited?
I am. It's International Talk Like a Pirate Day. So we're supposed to be talking like pirates, really.
That is all you. I'm a mermaid. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to talk like a pirate.
I can't really do it all that well, but hopefully when Jack Sparrow calls in, and I think when Dawn calls in, we should make her speak like a pirate.
Dawn, oh my gosh.
She's in the Keys, she's down with the Hemingways and all that kind of fun stuff and the Jimmy Buffett crowd, so she should call in all piratey.
I'm not really sure if I can do that. Yeah, there we go. Here we go, Chris.
He's
got the best drum rolls ever. So we have Dawn calling in right now. All right, cool. Dawn, are you there?
Hi, ladies.
Hi.
Good job.
How are you?
I've never seen so many mermaids in the Key West area.
I know. That's where we keep them.
I see that. I went to a little shop today. Did you see all my posts on Facebook with all the mermaids and pirates?
I haven't, but I've got to look at that. I haven't Facebooked today very much.
Oh, my God.
Thank you for taking over the show. You're fabulous. And Stephanie, thank you so much for being there.
Thank you.
My director, because I'm your Queen of Queens for Gasparilla this year. Oh, I got to tell you, I'm at Lookout Lodge. It's over in Isla Mirada.
Oh, I love Isla Mirada.
Isn't that beautiful?
Have you seen that gigantic lobster thing they've got there?
I did. We made a turnaround, and I told my fiance I wanted lobster tonight, and he goes, "Here you go."
There you go. I have on more than one occasion, I have threatened to throw a sheet over that thing and live under it as like it's a tent, and it's just a big thing that I always, when I go down there, I have to see that.
Oh, so. We found the little shop that's there. We found a great wedding gift because my nephew's getting married, of course, here in about an hour. We're getting ready. Uh-huh. We just took a fabulous boat ride out in the Keys here. I mean, just gorgeous. But I bought a really beautiful pillow that says, I work like a captain bee.
Play like a pirate.
But yeah,
right?
Exactly.
That's my motto.
You'll have to bring it in next time, Dawn.
Oh, it's fabulous. I'll tell you, I'm having so much fun in the family reunion. I haven't seen my sister in over, 10 years. Mm-hmm. So everybody's getting together, and we're just having a great time here. And the restaurant next door, I guess Sissy Spacek and her husband ate there, so that's kind of cool.
Well, you know what we want you to do? We want you to say something like a pirate, because it is International Talk Like a Pirate Day. Can you think of something to say about your show here?
Well, I hope that Pirate Bill, I told him, I texted him, and he's our good friend. He's a real pirate. And I said, arg.
I told her that in the car today. I was like, that's the best you're going to get. I can't do better than that. All I know is doubloons and arg. That's all.
And crikey doesn't work, does it? That's Australian. No. Okay.
Oh, no.
Crikey? No.
I was like, I'm a mermaid. You're the pirate. You got this, not me.
Oh, how funny. No, I was just in the water here. It's just so gorgeous. And I'm like, I'm a mermaid. I can't come out. He's like, I got to get married in 1 hour. Dawn, get out of the water.
Oh, no.
Oh, my gosh. I bet it's amazing. I've never been to Key West, actually.
We have to go.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I'll bring my mermaid tail, too.
Yep.
So there's a lot of mermaids you saw out there, Dawn?
Yes. No mermaids like you, for sure.
Thanks.
We may get married down here. This is a beautiful spot, and it's gorgeous. But I do want to tell you, you're going to have a caller, Tony, calling in from Sunscreen Film Festival.
Okay.
He's going to let us carte blanche on the red carpet. We're really excited that you're taking over the show, and I thank you so much for having my V-Day off.
Yes.
And getting ready for this beautiful wedding here. And they sail off to the sunset as they're going on a cruise, I guess, for a week to Jamaica.
Very cool.
I know.
Well, please tell him congratulations from us,
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dawn.
I will start my Bloody Marys in 1 hour.
Okay. All right. We'll talk to you soon.
Oh, sounds good, everybody. Thank you.
Okay.
Have a great show.
Okay.
Next week. God bless. Thank you, Peter.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
No problem.
All right, so wow, that was great to hear from Dawn. I'm glad she's having fun.
I know. She deserves it. She works really, really
She
hard.
really does. She's always all over the place. Every time I talk to her, she's like, oh, I gotta go. You know, she's always busy with something else. But who do we have on the phone right now? Do we have anyone?
We have nobody on the phone right now, so we're going to have to talk between each other here. But Key West, that sounds like a nice place. What do you think Dawn's doing down there right now?
You know Dawn. Yeah. You know Dawn.
How much is she drinking?
She's
That's
taking
what I wanna
advantage
know.
of the whole thing. She's just like, yep.
Right? Well, if you don't mind me jumping in, Dawn and I didn't get a chance to talk much about, the business stuff. We have Gasparilla.com, and I've had the site for 5 or 6 years, and Dawn is our Ms. Gasparilla. So she's kind of the lifetime queen for Ms. Gasparilla because she's just all over the place, and it was a really good fit, and we're really proud to have her. And so we kind of relaunched Gasparilla.com. We've got your Mermaid Katrina, International Mermaid Katrina.com, your mermaid website.
The one and only. Don't ever forget it.
Well,
don't ever forget it.
To hire you out for the birthday parties and other events and things like that. Thank you, Pete. And Gasparilla.com's coming along too. And we've got all kinds of good. We have a rum sponsor, which is Code Rum. Code Rum. I think that's the name of it. And some other crews and stuff that are, featured there too. And in addition to
awesome.
all the other events.
And I'm also going to be in the parade, Gasparilla Parade. I'm so
as a mermaid.
excited about that. And actually, our next caller, Captain Jack Sparrow, is actually going to be on it with me.
I think he's looking for the buried treasure because he hasn't called yet.
He must.
That's probably what it is.
Hopefully he's awake and ready, so, that would be good. But you'll see on the Gasparilla Parade route, you'll see probably half a dozen guys, pirates, that are Jack Sparrow. They are dead.
I'm sure.
They're dead ringers. I mean, there's probably 30 or 40 that look the part, but not really dead ringers. But there are so many that are just spot on.
He is really spot on, though. He sounds just like him. Like the pictures, it literally looked like Johnny Depp. I was really surprised.
Wow.
So that's exciting. A lot of people were like, "Oh my gosh, how did you get Johnny Depp to go on with you?" I was like, "It looks like it, but it's not."
We know the ones that look close. They're still pretty good.
Yeah,
they still.
You'd be surprised how many people are actually diehard fans for Jack Sparrow.
Exactly. So it makes kind of being on the Gasparilla Parade route, pretty interesting.
I've never been on a parade. Hopefully I'll get a lot of promotions out there for me.
Well, you know what we have to do? We have to come up with a wagon or something to roll you around because we're going to have a hard time carrying
I don't have
you.
my mermaid security with me, so I usually have 2 people with me that says mermaid security on the back. It's pretty official.
I don't think we'll have a hard time finding volunteers for that. But we could probably get a wagon or one of these,
Yeah.
like a dolly or something.
Yeah, I think it's pretty easy, actually.
Pirate up the dolly.
Yeah.
Hopefully. So, how have you been?
I've
We're
been
still
fine.
waiting on Captain Jack.
Tell me about this because I never been to Gasparilla before. Tell me what it's like, and tell me why people should go out there and visit Gasparilla. Tell me how long you've been doing this. How many years?
How I started officially in an official capacity is in 2006. I started producing the Gasparilla pageant, and so we hold a pageant, with all kinds of age divisions, everything from babies that are very very little to ladies, that are upwards in their 50s and 60s, and within the age divisions we crown the Gasparilla winners, and they get a chance based on their age and if the event that they get invited to fits, to go represent Tampa Bay and represent Gasparilla and help out at charities and things like that. So I've been in an official capacity since 2006 with that event. Other than that, I'm like everybody else, I'm just a huge fan of the Gasparilla Parade, which is run by a company called Event Fest. And they've been doing that, for I think it's 104, 107 years, something like that.
I think you're right about that. Yeah.
And
I've never been to not one Gasparilla Parade.
It's so
That's
fun.
unbelievable. I always have to work on the days that they have them.
Well, they have 3 parades. They've got the kids-themed parade, which is definitely no alcohol, and it's very family-friendly. And then they've got the regular day parade, which does have some alcohol, and it's still pretty family-friendly. But and then they've got the night parade that's kind of a little off the chain, goes through Ybor City. And I love them, and I've the last few years I've participated in almost all of them. And then they have St. Patrick's Day, and the crews look for opportunities to get together and be in all the parades that they can, So
Yeah, very interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't be anywhere, especially without you, because you're the one who got me into where I am today.
Well, that's good. We'll have fun. We're gonna
I
have a
know.
good time.
I'm
Well,
so excited.
How about this?
it.
Tell us your story, because the captain is basically asleep on the job here. Tell us about you, and how did you get into being a mermaid and doing all the things
Well,
you do?
I actually started out from my thing because of Stephanie. They were having a mermaid pageant, and there was, how many mermaids do you think were there that day?
Gosh,
200?
A couple hundred.
Yeah,
At least 200 or 300.
And well, basically, I wasn't even set up. I was just there to fill in for somebody and try on tails, because it was for Merpalooza. And they said, oh, we're having a mermaid pageant later. Would you like to be in it? And I said, sure, why not? And so I entered in it. And before I knew it, I guess everyone said, all the judges were so impressed with everything, because I've been in pageants my whole life. And the people there were there. Some of them been in pageants. Some of them never even heard, ever done it before, never even walked or done anything. And so they just were like, how would you like to be Miss International Mermaid? So, I was really happy, and I just kind of took that as my own, and I started making my whole entire thing. I do mermaid parties, and I have basic swim packages. We do mermaid hair with a basic swim, mermaid makeup, mermaid nails, tea parties. We do so much. So it's really amazing for little kids to, get to interact with a mermaid and learn how to swim like one.
I got to ask, how many times have you seen The Little Mermaid?
Honestly, I have not seen it that much.
Really?
I really haven't. I've watched more documentaries on mermaids, I think.
Yeah.
I've seen Little Mermaid, maybe. I haven't seen that movie in probably over a year, really.
My little sister was a big fan. I have 4 little sisters. They're all big fans of it.
Yeah.
But I have one out there that loves The Little Mermaid and Ariel.
I've seen more, oh my gosh, what is the movie? It's the girl, it's not the...
Splash?
It's not Splash. She has blue hair. I think it's Aquamarine. That one was my favorite. I loved her. I was, inspired by her blue hair.
A different generation, Pete.
Yes. Is that Captain Jack Sparrow? Yes. All right, great. We have him on the phone.
Okay.
Are you there?
Arr! That generally means yes.
How are you today? Were you looking for your buried treasure?
Aye.
Have you found your booty?
Means yes.
Did you find your booty, Captain Jack?
Hey.
That's another show.
Another
Easy now.
Okay, keep it clean. Okay.
Oh my God. Well, Captain Jack, can you tell us a little bit about yourself? It's great to have you on the show.
Yes, sir.
Well, my absolute favorite letter, obviously the third letter, the C.
The C.
The C, obviously a pirate's favorite letter.
Nice.
All the other letters mean yes.
Oh my God.
That's true.
Aw.
Would you like to say hey we have Stephanie Sims here. She's my host from Gasparilla.
Oh, I can't wait.
I know. That'd be fun to have you come.
She sounds lovely.
Yes.
We only have a few minutes just because you called in.
You inform her I'm on the Clearwater Beach most every night right at sundown. I want a picture with her.
Okay.
Bring a camera full of charge. I don't charge.
Okay. Neither do I. That'll be great.
No.
Captain Jack.
It's a sundown festival. Almost 21 year in a row.
Awesome.
In March, we're 21. We can all go drink.
Okay, great.
Captain Jack, we only have a few minutes here. Can you tell me a little bit about you and what you do?
Oh, bugger. Well, generally, pirate.
And act like a pirate.
It's true. We got to be a pirate.
And talk like a pirate. You talk like a pirate, walk like a pirate, act like a pirate on Clearwater
Beach.
Beach.
They had a fine actor named Johnny to play me in the movies, They don't let pirates play actors.
Right, exactly.
The director tells me what to do. Likely he'll get bloody first trouble, or I just won't do it. And of course, the movie won't get made.
How long have you been a pirate?
Oh, gosh, old Jack's been on Clearwater Beach close to a decade.
Wow, that's a long time.
I got pictures of babies now 10 years old.
Oh, geez.
What kind of events have you been in?
Oh, we do all the events, but my favorite's when they turn 7. 7-year-old birthday parties are easily my favorite.
Oh, my God.
There's a magic thing that
a
happens
perfect
at
age.
7.
You remember when you were 7? Wasn't it perfect?
It was. It was pretty well perfect. Yeah.
It was.
So, how can someone get in touch with you if they want a Captain Jack Sparrow?
Yep, go
person?
4 easy words. My Facebook, Clearwater Beach Captain Jack.
Gotcha.
4 easy words. You know, pirates make good friends. I need all the Facebook friends I can get.
I'm sure. Well, I'm going to friend you when I leave here tonight.
We even have our own store on the Etsy.
You do?
I know. Girls like to shop, so I put together a store because, I aim to please.
Awesome.
Well,
and again...
Thank you so much for calling in. We have a bunch of other people on the line waiting to call, but
I can't wait for them to come picture with me as well.
All right. Well, I will see you at the Gasparilla Parade. I am so excited about it.
We love you immensely.
All right, thank you.
And I'm not just R-ing you here either.
We love you too.
All right, see you. Thank you.
Bye now.
Bye.
All right, that was great.
We
He
actually-
sounds like he's been definitely on the boat, or
Yeah.
Yes.
definitely.
Yeah.
He's definitely not a landlubber. We got Chris Lowe on the line.
Chris Lowe, awesome. Are you there?
Yes, I'm on the line.
Hi, Chris. How are you?
I'm good. I wonder if Captain Jack can hula hoop while he's swimming in a mermaid tail. That's what I want to know.
Probably not today. It didn't really sound like he was in that kind of
Yeah,
mood.
he was kind of just.
We might have to rescue him,
Yeah, I think so. Well, tell us about you. Tell us about your tales and all of that.
Well, I have a company called Power Hoops Fitness, and we are a hula hoop fitness company, and we have just actually turned into a mermaid tail business. So we are just turning into it's mermaid tails with a Z at the end.
Gotcha.
And it's also Power Hoops with a Z at the end.
Mm-hmm.
And the mermaid tails just came about in the last few months, and I guess just like pirates, mermaids are a magical thing to see, right?
It's crazy.
It's
So many people, like Kim Kardashian, Britney Spears, everybody's been loving the mermaid tails recently.
I know. Everyone's wearing them, and the cool thing is you can actually swim in them because it's in the bottom it's an actual fin.
Right.
It's monofin, so you actually can swim, and you can swim really fast in these.
So are your tails fabric?
They're like bathing suit material.
Lycra. Okay, cool.
Yes, they're a Lycra blend, and so you can swim in the water with them. Of course, a lot of people like to pose in them because they make great photos.
Right.
But we've also turned it into a workout because when you swim like that with your feet together in a tail, you're using all your core and you're using
It's
all your
very
muscles.
hard. When I first started out with my tail, and my ankles were bleeding, I was so sore. It felt like I just did like a whole Pilates workout, but
Wow.
well, especially my tail is 40 pounds.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you've got a heavy one.
Yes, my tail's huge. I'm looking to get a smaller one to do more tricks in, but
Great leg workout,
Bada
that's for
bing.
sure.
Mine are more like aerodynamic, so you can really like swim through the water fast. And we have them in adult sizes, and then we have them for kids.
how much do they cost for the adult and the children's for you?
The adult ones are around $120,
Okay.
and the kids ones are like $75 to $100, depending on if they have the bigger fin or the smaller fin. We have like a teen version. It's kind of in between.
Okay.
Do you sell them online, Chris, or is there
Yes. Yeah, actually, I have them on. They're on the Power Hoops Fitness website.
Okay.
So again, it's Power Hoops with a Z at the end.
Mhm.
It's just powerhoops.com.
Right. Okay. Great.
We sell them on there. We'll be at the Southern Women's Show this coming weekend, the 24th through 27th. We'll be there. We have a huge display there. We're going to have live mermaids with mermaid pictures and dressed in their mermaid tails, and we'll be hula hooping and
Nice. Where is that?
Hula hooping mermaids. So, and that's in Orange County at the Orlando Convention Center.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so that's Orlando.
Okay.
And so we'll be there with a huge display, and it's at the Southern Women's Show. So it's a big show just for women, with everything for women.
Okay,
Awesome.
great.
And what do you have, the monofin at the bottom of the tail, or what do you have?
Yes. Yeah, it's the monofin.
Okay.
And the kids' version, the monofin slides in and out the bottom. So, for the kids.
Yeah,
they
I found
can
that so much
pull-
easier.
Yeah, they pull them up like a pair of pants, and
Mm-hmm.
then they can just slide their feet in the fin, and then the material goes around the fin. The adult ones, they're all encased in the tail. So you actually, put your feet in first, and it has the inserts for your feet, like a neoprene, material, and then you pull them all the way up, and they're sparkly and shiny. We have every, like, gold, silver shimmer, white shimmer, like a Miami teal. It's like a teal, like the Little Mermaid wears, that color,
Yeah.
Pink. We have rainbow color.
So do you customize people's tails? If they want a certain thing, do you let them customize them?
We haven't really gotten into that yet because we have so many color options, that we have a lot of options for everybody.
Okay.
So no one's asked for anything custom. And they're not, the big heavy-duty ones like, they're not made out of silicone and all that. You know what I mean? It's just the bathing suit material over the mono.
Well, that's also a lot of people, when I do my mermaid thing there, everyone's asking me where can I get the fabric ones for adults, the cheaper ones, because not everyone can afford to have, the big extravagant silicone tails as, the Mer Taylor and so make.
Yeah.
But I think that's a great opportunity.
And these are, like you said, whenever I tell people, they're around $100, they're like, wow, that's so cheap compared to
what they're
used
awesome.
to seeing, and these are really nice quality. I mean, I swim in mine all the time. It's just like a bathing suit, except, of course, it's a mermaid tail, but I swim in it all the time, and mine's in great shape.
Yeah, so, I saw Britney Spears has the fabric one. She doesn't even have the silicone one.
I know, yeah. She's got the blue one. We have one very similar to that in the blue colors.
Well,
like
Chris, annually I produce the Merpalooza Mermaid Festival, so you might have heard of that. And we've done them in Vegas, Orlando, Tampa, and we're going to be doing them again in Tampa a little bit more regularly and going back out to Vegas. So, that would be great to have you there and kind of keep in touch about participating with us, especially the ones over here locally.
Yeah, and we can sell the tails there, and we're actually getting ready to offer classes in resorts worldwide. And it'll be classes for the kids, and then the tails will be for sale in their shops, in the resort shops.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so mermaids are going to be everywhere soon, right?
Yep, awesome. It really is. It was like so popular. I'm surprised like more and more people haven't gotten into it, but this summer especially, it was so popular.
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't. First, they don't know where to find them, and they don't know, and they think they're too expensive.
But it's really easy, honestly. As soon as you Google mermaid tails, it pops up everywhere. Everyone wants to start making them. It's just become so easy, and it's becoming a lot cheaper to be able to make them, and it's amazing. You just need a simple outline,
Well, I have a question. At my Merpalooza, my last event, basically I got presented as a gift with a big, nice gold fabric tail. And I've tried it on, but, I don't really swim like a mermaid. I don't can't really sink.
You kind of sink to the bottom a little bit.
Just a little. But I don't have a top that matches it. So that's a challenge, to find the tops. Well, now I know you.
Yep. But I actually, if anyone is interested, I actually do make mermaid tops. So I don't know if you have any. Do you have tops, Chris?
Yeah, we have them, but maybe we can team up together.
Yeah, we should collab one day.
The matching top. I mean, usually I'll wear a top that's like if I have a gold tail, I'll wear white with gold, like a white bikini with gold specks to kind of match.
All right.
I do the customization tops, and anyone who wants anything on their tops, I make it. I love to make the mermaid tops. I also make
that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I don't know if a lot of people are going around with the rave bras, and they have all the crazy stuff on it, but mine are mermaid bras.
Oh, very cool.
Oh, you know what? I need some of those because we do a lot of events where we're not actually swimming in them, we're posing in them.
Right.
Yeah.
So we need to team up and get some cool tops for you, and we can even offer them for sale with the tails.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You let me know, and I'll bring some of mine, and we could collab on something. That would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be great.
So one more time, we have a lot of people on today, and it was great hearing from you, Chris. Can you give everyone your Facebook and your phone number and when they can get in contact with you?
If you on Facebook, you can go on my Power Hoops page. So it's Power HOOPZ. Okay, because like I said, this has been my hula hoop fitness company, and it's just the mermaids and the hula hoops are kind of merging together. It's all become one big thing, and then also powerhoops.com. And they can reach me at, my phone number is 407-782-6155. And then also email is Chris, with a CHRIS, at powerhoops.com.
Thank you so much, Chris. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much for calling in. I hope some people get in contact with you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Have a great day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, that's pretty awesome. I think that's really cool that she has the fabric tails. So many people ask me where they can get. Barely anyone makes the fabric tails for adults now. It's mostly the silicone, and I've only seen the little kid mermaid fabric tails. Very cool. So that's awesome that they have it. So who do we have on the phone right now?
Well, actually, let's take a break really quick. We'll come back with a call.
Okay.
Give your voice a rest.
Okay.
And you're listening to Hollywood Connections on WTAN 1340 AM.
Considering cremation, unsure who to call or how to begin the process of pre-planning? Call Neptune Society today. Neptune Society is the oldest, largest, and most trusted cremation provider in North America. Neptune Society does not incur the overhead cost of a funeral home, and there is no upselling and no exploitation of your loved ones at the time of one's passing. Learn about the emotional and financial advantages of pre-planning. Why Neptune Society? Simple. Respect. Affordable. Pre-planning with other providers does not mean everything is paid for. Call Jeffrey Dickinson today at 941-380-1656 or 727-789-6911. Why would you trust afterlife care with anyone else? Call Jeffrey today, 727-789-6911.
Hi, I'm Deanna Brown Thomas, daughter of the Godfather of Soul, Mr. James Brown, founder of the James Brown Family Foundation and the James Brown Academy of Music Pupils. And you are watching The Dawn Reese Show. You go, girl.
Are you in need of a painter for your home or business? Call the Paint Wizard. In need of a new tub or countertop? Don't replace, resurface. We have an amazing client list. Motels in Clearwater Beach, apartment complexes, businesses. Call now. Ask for Bert. He is the official sponsor of Hollywood Connections. 727-218-4988. Again, 727-218-4988. Ask for Bert.
Don't turn it off now. You need this stuff. Tampa Bay's Tan Talk Radio Network.
And we're back. I did not understand. When Chris is over here, he's like breaking a leg, and over here I'm like, oh, a break. We're taking a break.
It's Pete. Come on.
Or Pete. I'm sorry.
We had Chris on the phone.
Chris.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was thinking of Chris Lowe, and I wasn't thinking. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Don't worry about it.
Pete,
I was thinking of Rob Lowe.
I'm sorry.
Just now. I was thinking of him. But.
Have you never done that? You're thinking about something, and then you start talking, and you're like, wait a second.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to say that.
Yep.
But what I was saying was, do we have, who's on the phone right now?
We actually have Mr. Captain Jack Sparrow today.
Oh, no.
Another one. Are you there?
Another one. There's only one.
Another one. This is the real one. I can tell this is the real one.
I am, there's others that stole me.
They did.
There's only one, the original.
You sound very original.
So, I am original. There's only one of me. And if I fell in the woods, I'd make a sound.
But would anybody hear it?
I hope so. Otherwise, it'd be in vain.
Yeah. So it's International Talk Like a Pirate Day. So can you
International Talk Like a Pirate
Yes,
Day.
sir. Can you give us any tips for how we might begin to talk like a pirate and kind of copy you?
I can tell you one given one. There's always tried and true. You ready?
Yes.
Drink rum.
Drink rum.
The more rum you drink, the better a pirate you are, Savvy, eh?
Well, or the better you'll sound, or the better you'll
Absolutely.
think. The better you'll think you are.
Have you been drinking rum today?
Not today.
Well, then you're at a bad start, dearie. You've got to start right now.
Not yet. I think there's a plan for after the show, but I'm not really sure.
It might have to take place during the show.
Oh God! Does anybody
we got a cup of water, but that's about it.
Since it's International Talk Like a Pirate Day and you're on the air,
yes,
it's only befitting that you should be drinking rum, Savvy.
You're right. That was the plan. A big, frailty in the plan right there. So tell us about you and what you do. You're from Orlando?
I'm in Portlander, yes.
Okay.
The land of the mouse, my employer,
Nice.
Yes.
So what are your big plans for today and this weekend?
Well, today I'm going to be doing as little as possible.
Okay.
Every pirate needs a break.
All right.
And every pirate needs a chance to relax, eh?
You have Pete cracking up so bad right now.
I'm kicking back in a hammock on the Black Pearl.
Wow.
And I'm having myself a little rum.
Just rum? Or nothing mixed with it? Aw.
Well, if you're going to drink rum, you drink rum.
Exactly.
No pirate mixes anything with rum. That's alcohol abuse, you understand?
Well, okay. Whatever you say.
Absolutely. Well, you know, some women like to put the free in the frou-frous in the drinks, and that's fine.
How much rum have you had today, Captain?
Well, you know, that's a good question, but given the deficit of rum, I'm not at liberty to count exactly how much rum I've had.
Okay. Well, Captain, would you like to meet a real mermaid?
I would, you know, I've met some mermaids.
You haven't. You have not met a real mermaid, though, is what I'm saying.
Well, you know, well, maybe not. When you say real mermaid, do you mean like, you know, girl up top, fish on the bottom, that kind of mermaid? Yes?
Yes.
Well, then no.
I'm a real mermaid.
You are a mermaid?
Yeah.
And I can verify.
International Mermaid Katrina here.
Well, hello, dearie. How are you?
How are you?
Well, I'm peachy.
That is wonderful.
I got a joke for you, pirate Captain Sparrow here. What kind of movies do pirates watch?
Well, you know, if I had a gold coin for every time I've heard this joke, I believe the pirate movie would be rated
R. Ah, you're so funny.
I am. I'm hilarious. High as the high seas, you know?
Hilarious.
Hilarious.
Yes.
Well, are you available for hire? Can you come out?
I am. You can go. I had Mr. Gibbs do one of those what's-he on the worldwide webby thingies for me.
On the interwebs?
On the interweb, yes.
Okay.
Orlando's CaptainJack.com.
Okay, cool.
And there you can I'm everything.
Okay.
It's all there.
Well, we appreciate you being on so much, and happy International Talk Like a Pirate Day to you.
As well as you.
Okay. Well, you have a great weekend.
You too, and be careful.
We will.
As the deficit of rum goes, and if you started to drink now, then by the time you get off the air, then you should be right as rain, Debbie.
Exactly.
Hey, I would love to have you on. I'm sure you've heard of Gasparilla Parade. I'm going to be on.
I would love to be.
I'm going to be having my own float for Gasparilla. Would you like to be on it?
Count me in.
Oh, great! I'll get in contact with you.
Please do. I'd love that.
What's your website again?
Orlando's CaptainJack.com.
Okay. Awesome. I would love to have you on my phone. It'd be great.
Well, thank you, Captain Jack, again, and we will talk to you soon.
Sounds wonderful. Have a wonderful day, and stay salty.
We will.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye. Aw. Stay salty.
We got Fernando D of the Deep Blue Sea.
No. Hi, Fernando.
Hello. Hello, mermaid.
Can you hear the drums?
I am a merman.
That's what I was going to say, merman. I corrected myself right away.
Merman!
There's still equipment down there. It does work.
Well, that's great. Now we have two people on the phone.
We do.
All right.
I'm a mermaid myself. It's
I'm sorry.
It's quite amazing. What do you do?
I'm a professional fire performer, pirate, and merman.
Nice.
I perform fire on sunsets on Marco Island. And
wow.
I'm a traveling pirate at all the different pirate fests.
Very cool.
Awesome.
I just started diving into the world of mermaning, I should say.
See, even you can't get it right. It's hard to say, merman.
Oh yes, it's something very new. There's not that many of us out there.
You're just murring.
I've asked so many of my guy friends. I'm like, come on, it would be great just to have you. And they're like, nope, not.
Come on,
me.
let's hang out and murr together, right?
Oh yes, we can definitely hang out and murr together.
We'll murr together.
I love. So what?
We can play finsies.
Oh God,
finsies.
I'm a little old for you.
So I see that you have this bright orange tail. It's amazing.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
It's a gold with red tip scales.
Mm-hmm.
And I got that from Finfolk Productions. They're based out of Hawaii.
Oh, nice.
And they're the Mercedes-Benz of silicone tail makers.
That's what I've heard. So you think it's comfortable then, huh?
It's fit to my body, exact specifications. So I mean, it fits like a glove. It's like wearing a wetsuit.
Oh wow.
It's perfectly comfortable, especially in fresh water where it's really nice and cold. I mean, it keeps you pretty warm, nice and wrapped up like that.
It's pretty.
Fabric intense.
We're looking at it.
Breathe through.
Yeah, we're looking at a photo of it right now, and Kat's showing it to me. It's really pretty. She's in the market for a new tail, and so we're going to work on getting her one that enhances her performances.
I'm just looking for something, that's more flowy and realistic. I love yours though. That's awesome, and you got the things for your wrists too. I haven't seen a lot of people wear those.
Yes, I'm a fire performer, so I have a lot of scarring on my arms.
Oh.
So that kind of like masks all of the scarring that I have.
Aw.
Just so it's a little bit more visually appealing for the children. I don't want to scare them away or anything like that.
Yeah, that's awesome. You also do. You said you do fire performing. Do you do that with your mermaid tail on or no?
Not with the tail on. There's still safety reasons why we won't do it with it on, but I transform and I have my regular land legs when I go out and do my fire performing.
Awesome. Do you have a website or Facebook that some people can get in contact with you?
You guys can find me at Nando D of the Deep Blue Sea on Facebook.
Awesome.
And my email is fcdpalm@gmail.com. You guys can email me. I'm available for bookings all around the state.
Nice.
I travel
Awesome.
all the time, so yeah.
That's cool. And you're also from Puerto Rico?
Yes, I'm from Puerto Rico.
So what
I
made you want to do this whole merman thing?
I saw a fellow Puerto Rican, Caribbean Pearl.
Oh, I love her. She's our
Caribbean
friend.
Pearl is everywhere.
Yeah, I've known her for years now.
I met her at the Punta Gorda Pirate Fest 2 years ago.
That's where I was.
I asked her for advice. I'm like, hey, I want to be a merman. And she's like, she stopped me dead in my tracks. And she's like, do it now. Nobody looks like you. You'll make a killing.
Awesome.
And I just ran with it.
Great. Well, she's great. I mean, I haven't seen her now in about a year and a half, and she's all over the place.
I've actually, because she was in the fountain where my hometown is Punta Gorda, Florida, and I just moved here in December. But I used to be in the fountain with her every single time in in Fisherman's Village.
Fishville, they call it. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Neat.
So I was every single year I have Pirate Fest. I always see her.
She's great. She's great. And she's every single year since 2011 for MerCon and Merpalooza. She's been there, and she doesn't miss an opportunity.
A beautiful personality. She's quite a character.
She really is. We love her. Well, thank you so much for coming on, and we love your tail.
Yeah, it's really awesome.
Yeah,
Hopefully one day we
you.
can get together and do a little mermaid swimming.
And together.
Yeah, I'll be up for Gasparilla, so
awesome.
I'll maybe catch it in.
We have to have touch base before that, and we'll make sure that we have fun together.
All right.
Okay?
All right, thank you so much.
Bye. Have a good day.
Bye. Wow, it's so crazy. Like, I'm surprised that there aren't many mermen.
I know.
If anyone is out there and wants to be a merman, you just do it. No one is going to judge you. It is awesome.
No, we'll judge you.
But it doesn't matter.
We're going to judge you.
Well,
but we're going to judge you as cool.
It's
because
awesome,
it's
though.
gutsy.
Everyone can be a fish. Everyone, you want that feeling. Pete, I know you want to put a mermaid tail on.
Sure.
Don't even lie.
Just for you, sweetie. Just
all
for
right,
you.
Great.
We got Sean Aaron on the phone
Oh, nice.
here.
Okay.
All right, cool. Let's hear it. Sean, are you there?
Ahoy there, this be Sean Austin, King of the Pirates.
Nice.
Hi.
Thank you for speaking like a pirate on this lovely International Talk Like a Pirate Day.
Of course, have you had a debaucherous International Talk Like a Pirate today?
Yeah.
So you're from Awesome Inc.?
Yes, Awesome Incorporated. I also work with Flipside Entertainment, and coming up soon, the Dream Street Family Circus will be hitting the road again in February.
Awesome. Well, I haven't seen you in a long time.
I know, it has been quite a while.
Sean was actually at my little sister's birthday party, and I was the mermaid. She had like a whole beach theme, and he did the fire, and he was awesome.
I would have loved to have
He
seen
was
that.
really cool. I've
I
never
know.
seen someone do it before.
Mom probably has good pictures of that. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So what have you been up to recently with your whole fire dancing?
I just got done traveling the country. We went all the way from Key West, Florida to Bellingham, Washington.
Wow.
And we did put together the Dream Street Family Circus. We toured across the country, playing with fire and doing debaucherous things.
Awesome. That sounds really cool. So can you tell us a little bit about what you do and your whole fire routine that you have?
Well, I've been playing with fire since I was about 15 years old, and I play with fire, walk in stills, do other types of performance, anywhere from a kid's party all the way up to performing for Steve Aoki, Hardwell, and a few other big-named people.
Wow.
Yeah, but pretty much I travel the country playing with fire, doing magic tricks, and entertaining people in different various facets of entertainment.
Wow.
Of course, the point is to manipulate someone's booty out of their hand and into my pocket.
Uh-huh.
Well, you're very good at it. I loved watching. Your show is awesome.
Thank you. What I'm working on right now, though, is we've got the Coconuts Festival coming up in November, and we're actually putting together a World Fire and Flow Arts organization, working with Flipside Entertainment, and we're going to be holding a dance and flow arts competition expo showcase at the Coconuts Festival coming up in November 14th.
Where is that?
Where? That will be held at the Sunsplash. It's a water park normally, but they've got the water park shut down, and they're going to be holding the Coconuts Festival in Cape Coral, Florida.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
Gotcha. Well, that sounds fun. Cool. I've never been there.
It's a pretty good thing. It's wonderful. The water park is fantabulous in the daytime when it's opened, and the Coconut Festival, it brings in about 30,000 people every year.
Well, that's amazing. I love it. Are you going to Gasparilla this year?
I believe I am going to be at Gasparilla this year.
That's cool. You should. It would be awesome to have you like in the parade, doing your whole entire routine and everything.
We'd have to see if he could.
It would be wonderful. I believe you've also talked to Mernando.
Yeah. We just actually got off the phone with him.
Nice.
Oh, wonderful. Yes.
So you're friends with you're friends with him?
Of course. He's my brother in arms.
Wonderful.
No, pirates and mermaids go hand in hand.
Well, Sean, how does somebody get in touch with you if they'd like to hear more about all the things you do?
You can find me on Facebook at Sean, S-E-A-N-A, and then the word life.
Okay.
Or you can also find me through my cell phone, which is 239-878-0159.
Okay. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
It's been amazing to have you on, and hopefully I'll see you soon.
Wonderful. You have a debaucherous day.
Have a great day.
Bye. See you. It's so cool to hear all these people.
I was about ready to say God bless you when he said what he just said. I don't know what he said. Have a preposterous day?
Have a debaucherous day.
Debaucherous.
It's a pirate word.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Debaucherous. Debauchery. Running wild on this show, Hollywood Connections.
It's crazy how many people are actually in this whole pirate thing.
Really?
They think they're a pirate and they're so into it.
Well, what I've noticed with Gasparilla, is that you've got the people that just kind of go for Gasparilla, and then you've got the people that really do.
They love it. They live it. It's just like the people who think when Christmas is over, they still keep their Christmas lights up. It's the same thing.
There's nothing wrong with that, is there?
No. What, do you still have yours up?
No, I never. Not anymore. No.
Oh. Well, next we have my father. His name is Jeffrey Dickinson. Say hello.
Hello.
Father.
How are you?
My dad is not really a mermaid, and he's not a fire dancer, and he's not a pirate.
No. He could be. There's a hat right here.
He's into sports, though. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. you have your sports show. That's right.
Yeah, I do. 4 to 5. Next.
Trust me, I can hear him screaming from the living room. No, yes.
You're an idiot.
My kind of fan right there.
My dad's from Neptune Society, and he does cremations. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, thank you for having me, first of all. I know it doesn't really fit into the pirate scheme, but...
Well, Neptune Society.
Neptune.
It's kind of cool.
That's true. It's underwater. We do the scattering. That's true.
Right.
I've been with Neptune Society now just over a year, and previously worked in the Cape Coral and Punta Gorda area down there with a couple of different funeral homes. I've been properly protecting families now for about 8 years, so I like to help people, and it lets me really do exactly just that.
Nice.
That's awesome. What is Neptune Society about?
Well, Neptune Society, we're the largest, oldest, and most trusted cremation provider today. Neptune Society is a nationwide company, and we've been in business now since 1973, protecting a lot of different families. We offer a complete, total fixed package, which is one of the things I really enjoy about Neptune Society. And the other thing about us is we don't incur the overhead costs of a traditional funeral home, and there's absolutely no emotional exploitation of your loved ones at the time of that person's passing. And the other thing we have is we're endorsed by the American Legion and the VFW.
Oh, wow, that's a lot of information. I didn't even know any of that. My dad's been in the house the whole time. I don't know any of this stuff.
It really is cool. I mean, I've been impressed with the Neptune Society, when I heard about it before I ever knew of you. My mom, passed. I guess it's been 6 years now, and it sure would have been great to have something like what you do in place, because ultimately that is what happened. The way her remains were handled was the way you would have done it and kind of set it up. We just didn't do it ahead of time, and it was a little bit more difficult,
Absolutely.
And of course, the emotional. To not think about it ahead of time, especially if you've got a loved one that seems like that is something you might want to think about. It's just so smart to have it pre-planned if you can.
It's really a gift of love for your loved ones. Really,
yes.
is what it comes down to.
And for the family, yeah. Yes.
So, would you say cremation is more popular today?
Oh, absolutely. Approximately 70% of the population today chooses cremation over traditional funeral, which is probably doubled in the last 10 years with that percentage number now.
Wow, jeez. What are some of the reasons why cremation is so popular right now?
Well, people choose cremation for a number of reasons. The first is religious restrictions are being relaxed or eliminated entirely today, thus allowing more people to offer cremation where they never used to. For example, the Catholic Church just lifted their ban in 1963. Although when I give out that status and quote in a lot of my seminars, most people have never heard of that, or they say they just recently found out in the last 5 or 10 years. And there are other religious organizations that now offer, or I should say recognize, cremation as a way of disposition. The other reason is economics. Cremation is much more affordable versus a traditional funeral nowadays. Sorry. Your traditional burial can now cost between $6,000 and $17,000 today, not including cemetery property.
Sorry, it's really hard to take my dad seriously.
Why? Because
we got the whole faces going on.
Oh,
and
no.
My dad knows exactly
the faces
just what makes him laugh, and he's just like, you can't be in the same room.
Oh no.
So can you pre-plan and prepay cremation ahead of time? And if you can, what are the advantages of planning ahead?
Well, yeah, absolutely you can. Advanced planning is simply pre-planning and prepaying final arrangements in advance so that everything is taken care of when a death actually were to occur. There are a lot of significant emotional and financial advantages when people are pre-planning. Emotionally, we protect our loved ones from unnecessary stress and anxiety, and we eliminate that burden from them entirely. Financially, it allows you to pay today's prices for tomorrow's use. Pre-planning basically locks in today's price and basically freezes inflation in its tracks, which allows everybody to take advantage of that today.
You mentioned seminars. How would someone sign up to attend a seminar?
Well, we offer free lunch and learn seminars every Wednesday and Thursday in the local area. There are a couple ways you can sign up. You can go to www.neptuneseminar.com and find the closest seminar to your location, basically. Or you can call the office at 727-789-6911, and someone there can tell you where the closest one would be.
You also get free food because I love going. When his parents were down, we went to the seminars and we were like, yes, we got Carrabba's.
I was supposed to come to the last one, and
we do Red Lobster, Carrabba's, Bonefish Grill is a very popular venue.
In his seminar, he's like, how many people here are only here for the free food? About half of them raised their hands.
Well, I bet a lot of them thought about Neptune Society.
Well, I mean, a lot of people will go and think like, oh, I'm just going to get a free lunch, and then you go, and like even myself, like, because I've never heard him speak, I was like really impressed, like, because it's really important to actually make sure that you pre-plan, and because you don't want to be upset and going through all this stuff, and it would just be way too much. If one of my parents died, I don't think I would be able to sit down with someone and talk about it.
It's been bad.
Yeah. What kind of information would you hear at like one of your seminars?
Well, a lot of times I'll talk about the benefits of pre-planning, kind of what we just talked about a little bit, the affordable options and the savings. A lot of veterans in this area don't know what their benefits are, or they think something's paid for that it's not. So we like to talk about the veteran benefits, Social Security benefits. We offer travel and a relocation protection plan, and we talk about the strength of the Neptune Society, and there's a lot more. I just want people to understand why pre-planning is so important and why it's become more and more popular today. Nice guns.
You mentioned travel and relocation. Exactly what's that?
Well, basically, with the purchase of the travel and the relocation protection plan, no additional out-of-pocket expenses would arise for services included in this plan. If a death were to occur outside the local area, all costs would be included, whether you're traveling abroad, in the country, out of the country, And if you relocate, because we don't know where we're going to be when we pass away. I mean, we think we're going to live in Florida forever, and a lot of times we end up moving back up north. Our parents are up there, our children are up there. So it follows you where you go. That way, all costs have been eliminated from the loved ones at that time.
Wow. Why should people exactly choose Neptune Society? Why shouldn't they go somewhere else?
Well, Neptune Society, as I mentioned, we're a nationwide company. We've been in business now since 1973. We do more cremations performed per year than any other provider. And the one thing I like, as I mentioned earlier, is the services and pricing is all inclusive. Everything's included and all information is gathered in advance. A lot of times, what we tell people is simplicity. I know simplicity doesn't sound like it would go with the death of a loved one, but when you think about when your loved one passes away, you make one phone call and everything's taken care of moving forward. Without that card that we give our members with the 800 number on there, basically what could happen is someone could hand you a phone book and tell you to call someone, and you have no idea who you're going to talk to on the other end of that line. So,
gosh,
and we talk about that a lot.
Well, it's awesome to hear. It's like I know when Nana passed, it was so much harder because we actually went through the situation where before he even worked for funeral homes, we had no idea what to do. And he said he just basically went through a phone book and chose the biggest ad he saw.
Wow.
Thought that would be the best option. And you really don't know who you're handing everything over to. You don't know if they're going to get taken care of the way you want or anything.
Well, Neptune Society, when you do the cremation, is there also part of that they do go and take the remains to the water and that kind of thing?
Yeah, absolutely. I was going to mention that. A lot of people down in Florida, they like to fish, boat, surf, scuba, dive. So what we do is if they don't know what they want their ashes to go to or to an individual or cemetery, we scatter them for them, and it's free of charge. We go off Madeira Beach about 3.5 nautical miles, and we'll scatter the ashes for the family.
Wow, I really appreciate that. When my mom passed, it was unusual. I was the only one, and I'm sorry, I have to wrap it up.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, you have lots of time.
Oh,
actually.
good. Okay. Well, she passed, and we knew that we wanted to have her cremated, and it was hard. She was on life support for a while. And the idea, our thought was many members of the family wanted to get together someplace that was special for her and put her remains into the water. It never happened. I mean, we tried to coordinate, and a year turned into two, turned into several. And finally, 4.5, 5 years later, I physically went down and did it myself. It would have been a relief, to have the Neptune Society have some of those things, because for me, she wasn't there anymore, and it would have been nice to have, a partner in that process. And so I can, say that I wish I would have known you then.
Well, especially in Florida, because some of our loved ones live up north and they're not near water.
Right.
So that's why we do that for them.
Right.
It's just so important to have that ability to do that.
Right.
What do you think about the people who say, "Oh, I'm not ready," or I don't think it's a good time because my kids don't want me to. My kids don't agree with cremation. What do you think people should do about that?
Well, that's a great question, and you know as well as I do, because with your mom, my wife, Lori, I tell people all the time, we're never too young to start this because, I hear a lot of times, well, I'm only 50, I'm 55, I'm 60, I'm healthy. Well, we're only healthy until we're not.
Right.
My wife, Lori, at 37, had kidney cancer, and within 3 days, we had to remove a kidney. And we share that experience because at 37, I'm not supposed to be thinking about my wife possibly passing, me raising a child by myself. And then she almost passed away during the birth of our first child together. So twice in 9 months. So I tell people, you never know what could happen. I could pass away in a car accident on the way home today. I'm not guaranteed tomorrow. And nobody is,
Gosh. Well, if you don't mind me asking, what are the expenses as compared to the more expensive?
Oh, I'm sorry. You were pointing somewhere.
No, I was. We got 1 more minute. That's
all. Okay, sorry.
Cremation is roughly around $1,900 today with everything. And when I say that, because a lot of places they like to hide some fees and costs, and you end up paying more later. $1,900 versus $6,000 to $18,000 for funeral.
Right.
It's a huge beneficial economically.
Well, thank you so much for coming on, and it's pretty
Thank
cool
you for
to have
having
my
me.
dad on the radio.
It is cool.
But also, I want to thank you so much for sponsoring us, and it's It's been a great time,
It's
and
been
I'm so
fun.
happy to have you on our show,
I'm
Stephanie.
so happy to be here. Thank you so
Stephanie
much.
is awesome, and thank you to all the mermans. I'm sorry, not mermaids. Merman
Well,
who
we have
called.
Chris Lowe. Chris Lowe was a mermaid.
Yeah,
and
mermaid,
Yes.
mermaid.
Yes.
Merman, mermaids, pirates, everyone who called in. It's been a great show, and I hope to see you guys at Gasparilla. And if you want to get in contact with me, Mermaid Katrina, you can go to my website, internationalmermaidkatrina.com. Thank you so much for tuning in to Hollywood Connections from Dawn Reese. Thank you.
Thank you.
WTAN, Clearwater, Tampa Bay. WDCF, Dade City, Tampa Bay. WZHR, Zephyr Hills, Tampa Bay. Listen.
Valencia reports his family believes.
Merritt's father told the local media that he believes his son is innocent, saying he doesn't believe it's in his son's character. But police say they believe they have the right man.
Merritt claiming his gun has been in the pawn shop for the past couple of months. More, but not all residents in Northern California's Lake County are being allowed to return to their homes this afternoon. The fire there now 48% contained. Over at the Butte Fire in Amador and Calaveras counties, fire crews are making progress but facing a weather challenge.
The temperatures are heating up, the humidity is going down, so it's really putting them at risk for any type of flare-up.
Cal Fire's Lynette Round. Pope Francis's Alitalia jet has just now landed in Cuba for the start of his 4-day visit to the island, followed by a visit to the United States. I'm Michael Toscano. Donald Trump changing his story on how he dealt with a supporter who falsely claimed the president is a non-American Muslim, now saying he has no moral obligation to defend Barack Obama. Trump drawing